Hi, I'm Shari.
And I'm Chase.
We started off our marriage, we're like, we're gonna get married, we're gonna go to church, we're gonna try to start this off right, And then we went to church for like 6 months and we just kind of sat there and watched the preacher. It was good, but we weren't invested in it. So it was like some mornings we're like, we don't feel like going, so we don't go. But then we started going to a Wednesday night group, and it was like a young couples group, and we started meeting people and making those connections. And then it is like that accountability, like you wanna be there for your friends, but also it just got us more into the word and like actually becoming the church instead of just attending and watching from the outside. Like we're actually getting in there and being a part. And then came the children's ministry and everything on top of that. But like that has all been such a blessing to us. Right now we are doing the pre-K class once a month, and we have just recently started a small group in our home.
Originally we got started, we enjoy working with kids.
And we had young kids in that age range as well, and it was a good way to get plugged in. The kids just like love, you to be there and to hang out with them, and we get a lot of joy out of just seeing them learn and grow.
You can just let your silly side out and not feel like you're going to be judged. Like they'll be like, yeah, I like that.
We come in and get things set up, and we usually like just invite them in by coloring, playing Legos, playing blocks. We just get down at the tables and play with them. Once everybody's here and like church has officially started, the music is going, go ahead and start into like story time. We have a video, so we make it like movie theater kind of situation, get them in chairs, give them snacks, and let them watch the video. And then we usually have like some activity or game that we do with them.
They all like to get to go outside. Usually you have a few at the very beginning that you have to kind of coax into, hey, and even some of them that, they seem like they had a wonderful time with you before, and then they're like, oh, they forget or something.
Like making them feel welcome, making them feel loved, and like this is a fun, safe place where you can just like be yourself. But like also we're gonna learn about God. Like getting everybody to come in and feel comfortable, but I think it's helpful like with the little tables and we're sitting down there with them like, hey, come sit by me and come color with me.
It's fun to get to see what they already know, and then as they go on, how the little things that have went into their life.
We'll be in class and teaching, and a kid will say something, and then we'll just look at each other like, I just said that. They actually are retaining it. Sometimes it's just kind of chaos and madness back here, but like they are still like getting in it. We had a small group that we went to at our church when we used to live in Oklahoma, and those people are like family to us now. We built those relationships. When we go to visit family, like that's part of who we visit, they are our family. And so those connections are really important and have lasted a long time. You really get to know people. You go through life with them, pray with them. It's somebody that you can reach out to when you're going through struggles and you need prayer, or you need somebody to just be there with you. You have your life group people. Being in a small group, that takes the pressure down. Like you get some one-on-one, you're able to talk about things, get to know each other, and then you kind of build that trust with each other that you can ask those questions. You can say those things and it's not as scary, I guess. What I had envisioned for our life group is to try to find those people that were like us. Our older children are youth now. There was no Wednesday night for activities for adults. So like we would take our kids to church, and it's like, now what? And we wanted to get more plugged in. That was my initial vision, is like for those people, you take your kids to church, but here come and you can get fed too at our small group. But like I'm not just limiting it to that either. I would like it to stay fairly small so that we could really like connect and dig in, but like if we can create more groups out of that, that'd be fantastic too.
If you have kids, then that would be perfect if you came to our group, because we have a lot of kids and they could play with our kids, hopefully, and not just sit in our laps. But if they do just sit in our laps, we'll each hold our kid while they kind of wiggle around, and we can still talk about the Bible and discuss each other's thoughts on stuff and kind of dig in a way that you really can't on Sunday morning, because we're all supposed to kind of be a little bit hushed.
We have 6 kids, and we are like remodeling our kitchen, and life is crazy, but we've been wanting to do this for so long, and with Wade starting all of this, so like we got to start this now. I mean, we're always going to have something going on. So we are fortunate enough to have an area where we have like toys for the kids. We're planning on setting up a table in there where we can be in there with them, but like they can be playing, we can see them. If you have like little ones, it's okay to bring them. Like we can find stuff for them to do while we're still trying to connect.
And Job's friends took 7 days off of whatever, I don't know, I'm sure they had something going on. I'm not a busy man, but it's hard for me to take even a day off. So we can, if his friends, who aren't maybe the greatest friends, were able to take a whole week off to spend some time with each other and be there for each other, we can take a little bit of time on a Wednesday evening to get together and just let each other know that we're there for each other. A lot of people talk about they don't go to church for whatever reason, but if you're not plugged in, then you're not accomplishing the goals that you're supposed to. You're not getting fed. Iron sharpens iron. We just need each other. There's so many like heroes of the faith that go to our church. You know, we're very, very blessed to get to go to this church with the family that we have here and to see these people that are doing these things. We got a lot of different stuff going on here. It just motivates you to do your little part to be part of that. You just gotta get plugged in. If you're not part of the body, then you're not really, what are you doing?